Welcome to my beginner guide for the warrior class on Legend of Mer 2. So let's run over what you need to do to get started. So straight away in your bag by pressing I, you start off with your wooden stick, your base dress and your candle. And on this server, as soon as you spawn in, on the left hand side here you've got a recruiter, join the noob guild, and then you'll be able to kind of see who's online and have a chat with them and get involved, which is always helpful. Jane over here will have your starting quests, so come on there and click her. At the bottom you've got the quest option and you just need to accept all three of them, and I'll explain what they all are as we're doing them in order. So to start off with Jane, what we want to do is we can teleport to our master trainer. So we are a warrior, so click on the warrior, click on the warrior master, click quest and accept that to get our first spell off the bat, which is fencing. Don't need to assign this to a key or anything because the warrior, that just allows that accuracy to increase. And for those that have played Legend of Mer before, you might notice I'm only level 1 with that spell. A lot of the spells are lower level, but they level depending on when they normally should do as well. So it's kind of a cool feature. You get the spells early, the abilities early, which help you a lot regarding leveling, but cool features to get them off the bat. So straight to click on the trainer, back to return to Border Village, and we'll start our first quest, which is to kill some hens. Got 5 hens to get killed. Something to be aware as well on this server is the regen on all mobs across the game are super high. So it does mean some of the easier mobs like the hens are ever so slightly difficult to kill to start off with. But that's because all classes have an ability that stops the regen as you go on. Warriors gain an ability called Cleave, which applies a bleed effect. Wizards obviously have their fire spells, so that can create a burn effect, and the tails have other effects as well, like poison, but they have other abilities as well. I have done other beginner guides as well, showing you know, what you need to do on the other classes as well, so do check them out as well. But I wanted to do one of each. I wanted to start a new account, as you can see, no gold or anything, and just give you a true, you know, 100% transparency that when you join the server, what you need to do, how to get started, so that way you're not depending on kind of speaking to, well, you can obviously speak to people too, right, that's what we're here for, but you don't rely on anyone from the get-go. As you know, a lot of people that are playing this are obviously doing it in different times, different days. You've got people from all around the world playing this game, so time zones will obviously affect one another. So yeah, that's the whole point of these guides. Make it easy, make it simple. But the warrior for me is just the perfect starting class. It's the hack and slash, but there's a couple of twists and turns with this particular class as well, with the new spells as well, which I think add more of an element that you've got more combinations as well. Like the wizards have got the new spells, the tails have, sort of the warriors as well. So that is us done, and we are going to hand that in. But before we just do that, let's go and click sell some meat to John. Let's get these chickens sold, get some money up there, and then we'll hand in that quest, get that accepted, and then we need to head over to the other village. Now the other village, if I press B, which brings up the full map, we need to head over here to the right hand side, but we're going to head into Bishon, or BW as I call it, town. Head up there and get rocking and rolling. I'm not sure I've got enough money for an ebony sword. No, I haven't. Look at that. 3,000. Deary me. What's going on with that price, huh? What's going on with that price? I was trying to think of upgrading. Have I got anything that I can actually buy? No, my 200 gold is petty. I cannot afford anything. I'm skint at the moment. So what we're going to do then to increase our gold income, whilst we're running up towards the town and following this path, we'll have a look out for some trees. Chestnut trees are what we're after, and then that way we can sell some chestnuts to the vendor in town and get a little bit of cash. Hopefully we can get a better weapon. But yeah, I've been playing Legend of Mer for a couple of months now. I come back to it as I had that itch. I missed the gameplay, I missed the old school element, and this server, Elite Mer, came into my viewing when I was checking things on YouTube originally, and the Elite Mer had a hardcore version, which was like the original Mer, and what it meant by hardcore is obviously it was a lot harder, there wasn't everything given to you, but also when you died, all your bag, all your items dropped instantly, and also some of your items that are on your player as well. So it made it super challenging that you didn't want to run in a cage and get die straight off the bat. So yeah, it really stood out. And then the last month or so, Mampy, who's on the format under Mamp, I think, he started this new version, and it had the stone element, which we're going to pick up in a moment. And the whole point of that was you get a stone quest from the beginning, and it is renewable, but your stone lasts for 2 weeks, and then you build that up alongside as you level, which then gives you an additional effect. So if you're a warrior, you want to get DC stats, which gives you more damage, but you can also have luck on there. You can have AMC, AC as well, vice versa. If you're a mage or a Taya, then obviously you build it up ever so slightly different. But I thought that was a really cool feature because, you know, if you put the time and the effort into the game, you're going to make your character a lot stronger. And early doors, you're not relying on one drop to kind of give you some big stat boost up. You know, you can do that yourself just by kind of grinding the normal caves. So you might notice we're just whacking these chestnut trees at the moment. I'm trying to play it safe. I think I've got a pot bar, but I've pressed something. I think it's Z. There it is. Z to bring up that bar there. I must have pressed it by accident. I was trying to remember how to bring that up, but lucky enough, somewhere in my brain it remembered how to bring that back up. Yes, I've got some pots there, so if we do get in a little bit of a damage where the health starts coming down, I've got some pots there to help us get healed up. But the levels are coming in because we're hitting them trees, and we're currently level 5 as well. It's in another tree here. And as the warrior is a hack and slash class, completely recommend, you know, hitting these trees early doors because it just offers such good experience. Look at that, 152 experience, you know. It's not hit me back. Oh, there's another one there. Why not? I did a similar playstyle on the Teo, the healing class, or Taoist, I think some people call it. Taoist. Anyway, I just find that particular method early doors just gets you leveled up. Means you're not dying because no one wants to die in the game, especially if you're dropping everything in your bag. So yeah, this is a super effective way of getting leveling from the get-go. And look, we've just made it into BW. Still don't think I've got enough money for an upgraded weapon. Might be able to get a couple of rings actually. And I'll tell you what we might be able to get as well. Some accuracy bracelets, but we'll have a look at them in a second. We're going to sell to Sarah, get these chestnuts sold, and we'll see what rings we can get from the store in here. So in here you've got your ring shop, and then we're after some copper rings realistically, I think. Those are going to be the cheapest to buy. There. Oh, 1 second, what's that? AC? Look at that, AC added. We'll have that. Have that added. What else we got? Oh, DCO2. Lovely. So do have a look through your stats, by the way, and get yourself as best rings as possible. But there will be bits and bobs inside these shops. If you're coming on this server in 2 to 3 weeks, I imagine this server will be live. So the shop might look ever so slightly different. But I know everyone who's starting is basically just selling instantly to the shop as well. So we should all be fine. Look at that. DC and accuracy plus, we'll have that. Oh, I haven't got enough gold. No, I haven't got enough gold. No, I want that so bad. Oh, well, we'll have to come back for that. So, look at that. We'll come back for that. That's a beast of a bracelet. In here as well, you've got a token whereby you can collect tokens and you can trade them for items. At the moment, these items won't be in the actual game itself. When it goes live, it's just that it's beta, so it's allowing access to items as well. You've got your cave teleports as well, so that can get you to some of the entrances. I'm not 100% sure if that'll be in the game when it's live, but it is really helpful. And then you've got your trust vendor for selling from your market, and then you've got your books. So what it is, you can obviously get your books and get your pages, teleport to your trainer, which is what we did before as well. So let's click on this notice board and get our elite stone. Unfortunately, it comes with 0 stats to start off with, so we've got to get the drops. And the drops that you need are like chests. Now, hopefully we get some whilst we're leveling, but they don't drop from the chestnut trees, which I was just hacking and slashing a moment ago. So we'll kind of see. And the only disadvantage I can see potentially coming that I've got at the moment is I'm running away from BW and I can only sell the chestnuts to the inside Sarah, whoever, I think it was Sarah we just sold them to. So I'm going to focus a little bit more on hens and deers, just so we can get some additional gold up as well. But obviously everyone's playstyle will be slightly different, and you know, I'm kind of rushing through this so you get a good glimpse of everything and all in real time as well. But what I will say is, if you are playing it, you know, you can probably spend half an hour taking on the chestnut trees, get yourself to level 10 upwards, and then go and sell, and then you've got a wad of cash, and then you'll probably be able to get a full kit. But can't complain, 2 rings off the bat, and we're looking a lot better. Oh, it's so tempting. I'm going to have to go for the chestnut tree, just for the experience alone. Oh, but we have got a spitting spider. Who's good? Oh, look at that health getting dinked down. Oh, we're gonna be brave. Are we gonna be brave? Are we gonna stay? We're gonna take the damage. Oh yes. Am I gonna go back for them chestnuts? Yes, I am. I'm gonna be really tactical. Little zigzag. There we go. Just pick all that up. And I can always go back to town and sell that in a bit anyway. Let's go back for some more chestnuts. That's my plan of action, I think. We've got another quest down here to hand in. That'll bring us to killing 10 deers. And then what we'll do is, in the meantime, hopefully get enough cash so we can get back to BW, back to town centre, and maybe save up for that bracelet that we saw a bit ago. Let's get these chestnuts. Whee! I'll tell you what, we're doing well. So yeah, I'm interested to hear, if you're watching this video, how you got into Mer. You know, where did you start? What got you into it? You know, I used to play the original Mer back in the day. I remember just being the cybercath and playing it till silly hours, and I used to play it from home as well. It's just such a quality game. And then obviously I had the Game Network as well, TV channel as well. I've mentioned this on my other training videos as well, but I imagine different people will click onto these videos depending on the class, because everyone has their own particular preference they prefer to start as. I know that back on the original Mer, I was the... it's so hard to say the I'm going to say the healing class, because everyone goes, it's a Taoist, it's a Taoist. You know, the healing class. I used to play that, and it was so hard to level back in the day. Yeah, I remember all my mates were wizards and warriors, and they were like, "Oh, Magus, you need to be the healing class so we can do bosses." And yeah, looking back then, it is a good choice. It taught me the game the correct way. But yeah, I think wizards were always that little bit easier regarding getting your bosses. But warriors are just the old school bosses, you know. You can rock up, go in there, tank loads of stuff, take the damage. So when this server does start properly, I think I'm going to be pushing a warrior, which will be pretty cool, to be fair. I know the Teos have had massive improvements on this server, so they do lots and lots of multiple damage over time effects, and top end, I imagine they're probably going to be the meta, and probably one of the best classes to go for, along with the wizard. But someone's got to be that tank, someone's got to be that boss, and you know, you can't beat that warrior. Can't be it. Just absolute units. Tell you what, the bag is looking good. If I was in Bichon Province at the moment, we're not, but we've got a tactic. We're gonna get some hens. I might even teleport into town and then sell up and get that bracelet. It was such a good bracelet because it increases my accuracy. It's going to help me hitting mobs. So come down here. We've got our deer quest. Can you guess where it is? There he is. Peddler Pete. What's he peddling? Click the quest, and then, oh, I forgot. I bought myself an extra copper ring. I could have got it accepted then. Such a noob mistake. But what we will do is we'll check the gold. They're all worth 250. So I can't complain at that. So I've still got 250 gold there. So going to quickly whack some hens as well. And as I said, it's pretty hard with this health regen at the moment. So I'm hoping I get lucky with some of the drops. And then we'll start on these deers. And then we're not a million miles away from level 7, which will mean that my spell here, that will get to level 1, which will help my accuracy a heck of a lot. So as I said, all the mobs do have better regen, so be prepared that fights from the beginning take a little bit longer, but it's nothing you can't deal with. Look at that, look at health going back up. How dare it regen quicker than me? But not too long, we'll have myself a beast weapon in a moment, get a good weapon drop, get lucky, get them bracelets on, get that damage added up, and then we'll be laughing. So yeah, I'm going to focus on this deer quest, I think, for the time being. Build up as much meat as possible. We'll sell that. Then we're going to teleport back to Bichon Province. I'm going to get a bit more of my kit. Going to get them accuracy bracelets added on. And then that'll give me a good stead. So we can then push towards the final little quest, which is killing Omers, which I think are going to be a bit hard to get through, but we'll be able to beast them. We've got raking cats, hooking cats, and some yobs as well, and some scarecrows. So a good mixture of mobs that we need to get killed. But in the meantime, we'll keep smashing and beating up these deers. And if you're new to Mer as well, I'm just holding left click and alt, and that's what I'm doing. And what that does is that allows you to then gather the meat once you've beaten the mob itself, which I thought was an awesome feature as well. You know, I felt like you're, rather than just clicking on an item, you've got to harvest it, and I thought it was quite a cool little gimmick that was in the game. So if I'm right, if I press S for my fencing, should see this level up. There we go. So I've got a lot of hits. I've got 27 hits to go, but we'll get there. And then that'll help my accuracy umpulse amount. I do need to think about what weapon I need to go for, but I've seen that accuracy bracelets now. I've got to get them. I've got to get, especially DC01. Hopefully no one bobs on in a bit and nicks it, because it's mine. I've claimed it. So we're almost done. 7 out of 10. A few more deers. We're doing all right, but as you can see, you know, it's worth, you know, hitting them trees, getting them chestnuts, getting that extra damage as well. It'll just help you with your quest as well, early doors as well. But yeah, it's a brilliant server, as I said. So how to get involved and you know, how to join us and what to do. So in the description, I've put all the information that you'll need. You need to visit the Elite Mer website, which is www.elitemer.com. Once you're on there, there's two things I recommend you do. There's a download section. You need to download all the server files and get everything downloaded. And then the next thing that I recommend doing is there is a Discord. Join the Discord. No ifs or buts or woulds. 100% recommend it. You've got the community, which is on here under the hardcore section, and this is under Elite Mer Seasons. There'll be a lot of people on there, including myself. I'll be under Magus. But you can get involved with the community. You can say I've just joined. I need some help, or I've watched a YouTube video. You know, can someone help me? And pretty much most of us are all active on there. We're all got it on our mobile phones, so we can obviously speak and help through that as well. But also, if you're anything like me, I can't even get through the front entrance. What am I doing? If you're anything like me, I was absolutely useless at downloading the files or changing settings or whatever I had to do. So they've got a brilliant community on there of people who kind of run the forums, and they'll help you. You'll whatever problem you've got, they'll come across it and they'll be able to fix it for you. Apart from if you haven't got a PC, they're not going to buy you one, so good luck with that one. Let's get these chickens sold and get this gold up. What's that put us to? Oh, look at us, 1,000. Oh, now we're laughing. Now we're laughing. Some serious money. Have you got anything for sale for me? Oh, a dagger. I'm reluctant to buy that just yet. I'm going to go on this quest in, and I'm going to get slaying. Yes, we will accept the next one. Thank you very much. So we've got slaying, which will now give us that little bit better damage. It'll give us an additional follow-up spell. There we go. And as you just saw there by slaying, if you played Mer before, that deer turned grey, which is, it has a built-in para effect as well, which paralyzes the mob. It only lasts for less than a second, and as you level up, I think it's around about a second or so you get for it. It's nothing too crazy, but obviously if you increase your speed and combo that with your bleed effects as well, it's really good for, you know, just killing mobs, and then also really good in regards to you know, taking on bosses as well. So what we're going to do is, as we've got enough money, we're going to teleport to Bichon Wall and sell these things. Now this playthrough, by the way, is my version of doing it and what I would recommend. So, you know, everyone's going to have their own play style, but this is how I would do it, because this just means that you've got as best kit as possible, and we're kitting up as we're leveling up. I think we're going to definitely go over the half-an-hour mark playing through on the warrior, but I want to give you guys as much the best idea as possible for leveling. And as you can see with them chestnuts, look at that gold difference. We're absolutely stacked now. 6,000 gold. Thank you very much. Let's get to the shop. Let's get kitted up. Let's click on here. And then let's get that ring sold. So we've got our ring sorted out. All the way to the bottom, these iron bracelets. We saw the DC one. Is it still there? Hey! I thought it wasn't there for a second. And then we're going to get one of the best Duro. That's 4. Double click them on. So we're looking cool. Increasing our accuracy. And then we want to have a necklace. They should have some in here, but if not, a gold necklace. Anything there with an added stat? No. And is there anything else that's a little bit better for us wise, kit wise? No, there's nothing really there jumping out. Nothing for our level at the moment in there. So what that does mean is we can put our money into getting a decent weapon. That's what it's all about. And we're not far away from level 8, so I'm going to take that into consideration as well when we're looking to purchase our weapon. So level 7 short sword, it's pretty good. What's that compared to the ebony? Oh, that's a lot better. So we've got short sword there, so that's 2 to 10. And then what we've got there, iron sword, nowhere near that. Dagger, don't need that. Don't need that. Oh, there's our option there. Short sword it is. Anything there added? No, let's get the one with the best Duro. There we go. And Duro, what is there? You'll see there it says 5 out of 8. Just means that we can do more damage and not have to repair it, which is perfect. So we have our weapon, our bracelets, and our rings, and we've still got 4,900 stacked up. Does that mean we should get some pots? I think it does. Let's go and get some pots from the shop as well. Should have sold that as well. What am I doing? Worth 24 gold. Gotta save it all, spend it all. So let's click on the store here, and I think it's cheaper if you buy them individually if you add that up. So let's just buy individual pots, as it's cheaper and we're going to get more value for our money. Look at that. So we're stacked now. We're not messing around. We're not playing any games. So scarecrows, yobs, hooking cats, raking cats, and omers, we're coming for you. So here we go. Let's rock and roll. So back out into the wild. Oh, there's some yobs there to start off with. Let's get these. How many have we got to get yob wise? Got to get 10 yobs. Look at this. Look at that damage. Oh yes, I'm an absolute unit. Look at me go. No messing around. Absolute tank. Here he is. Now they're all thinking a moment ago, we're going to warn you. We're going to warn you. You're nobody. And now look at us. Now look at us. Missing every hit. Now we're doing well. We're doing well. We're doing well. So yeah, I definitely would recommend following this playthrough to the T, because look at that regen. And then look at what we're doing. Look at that damage. It just helps massively. I think these would have been really difficult with the wooden stick on the beginning stages. So yeah, I do 100% recommend doing something along these lines of getting kitted up, because when you're starting with no gold, it's hard graft. So look at that. Cannot complain. Taking out an Oma. Yes, and we've got a level up. Didn't need to pot. Cannot complain. So we've got 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10, few more, and then we're on to the scarecrows, 4 more omas, and then we've got the hooking cats, and then we've just got, and then we'll basically wrap things up there at the end when we get to Serpent Valley, which is whereabouts I've wrapped things up on previous videos. I imagine this one might take a little bit longer, because on the previous ones I never bothered really going into town and kitting up, but I also felt I was doing a slight disservice, because let's be fair, that's what you're going to do. You want to get beast up, you want to get a bit stronger. Look at that, look at the damage I'm doing. So yeah, it was a smart move getting kitted up. I know I'm repeating myself, but I tell you what, it was a good move. It was a good decision. Spare of the moment, but it was the right thing. And yeah, when I first started, and I think there was nothing in the shops, all I was doing anyway was just selling all my noob kit anyway to fund myself. So yeah, when you're joining this server, there'll be plenty of bits for you to get, help you get kitted up. And if not, message me on either Chrono or Magus. So my warriors there, Chrono. Either give me a shout there or message me on Magus, which is MAG US. Yeah, but do hit us up. I'm happy to give you a bit of gold if you've seen my video. Just maybe not from the back as soon as the game starts. Let me get some gold saved up. But if you're watching this and it's time stamped like 2-3 weeks onwards, then all going well, because we're not a million miles away from testing. This server should be up and running. I'm not an affiliate. I don't get anything out of doing these videos extras. I do this because I love the game, and I want to get more and more people, you know, playing there who used to play it. And then also kind of explain how to get on here. It's all good watching someone playing a game, but playing it is better than watching someone. So yeah, hopefully we can get a couple of people watching this on YouTube, get you guys over here, and get you involved, because you can't beat the classic mare. I know a lot of people have done a lot with modding and have changed the skins and have changed the way that things look and the mobs look, and have made their own caves, which are incredible, but can't beat just coming down, starting at the beginning stages, leveling up, then heading to Oma Cave, then the mines, and then hunting a Wuma Guardian. Just can't beat it. It's what we've been doing whilst testing over this last couple of weeks. I've been on my character, and we went and did a Wuma Taurus hunt and stuff like that, and it's just awesome. Just brings back so much nostalgia, which is the reason why I play it. It's just a cool game to play, nice and chill pace, and yeah, good community on here, really good community. Everyone's really sound, and because there's a decent amount of us, you know, there's like 10 to 15 of us on here, and it probably will increase as well once this goes live, as well as it's just beta. You just end up helping each other, and I love that. I love that supporting community. But all I will say is have your wits about you, you know, and you know, if you've just joined, and it's really there's a lot of random people on there, you know, look after number one, look after yourself, and remember it's hardcore, so whatever you got in your bag, if you get killed, it will drop. So yeah, that also goes for killing mobs as well. Don't go Leroy Jenkins on stuff, go Leroy Jenkins and running in thinking you can kill a load of stuff. Like, I tactically thought about my kit and how we're going to approach this. The only thing we haven't had is anything for our stone or any book tokens dropped just yet, but I was a little bit lucky on the other videos. I managed to get a few bits drop, but haven't been as lucky on this playthrough so far. But you know, as you level through anyway, they are going to drop. I'm just hoping, as I'm mentioning it, you know, the murder gods are hearing us going, oh, actually, yeah, no, he hasn't had a book token, he hasn't had anything drop. But it should appear, all going well. We might get one. We might get one if we're lucky. But nonetheless, look at the leveling. I'm absolutely loving it. Look, level 9, almost level 10, and still under the half an hour mark, may I point out as well. I thought it'd be a lot longer, but actually, because we did the little stop off and got the kit, that did speed up things. I think the Wiz video was under 30 minutes, which makes sense because of the fireball spell, and then yeah, everything else is pretty much sound. The Teo was about 40 minutes, to be fair. So yeah, job's a good one. So let's quickly rock and roll with this, and then we're almost done. Oh, there's a book page. There you go. You see. So what you do with the book page is you collect so many of them with your class trainer, and then you can get your spells and your abilities. So the spells do drop normally, and a level again. Oh, this is just all falling into place. You see, I had a little whinge, a little moan, say I'm not getting something, and look what happens. I get a bit of everything, a level and that. So what we've got a few more raking cats, and there's a chestnut tree. There we go. Let's go to the chestnut tree. Go and head over there and get that. So that'll be done there. Rock and roll, get the chestnut tree. We've got the raking cats, so we've got a few more raking cats as well. But we're doing pretty well. To be fair, we're almost done. Well kitted up, beasting stuff, leveling up. This is why I just love the warrior. It's just such a cool class. Just hack, slash, and then also when I've been leveling as well on my warrior, just putting on some old school music. Got Linkin Park on, reminiscing of the days. Just got is it Hybrid Theory, the album on, had that blaring on, and then yeah, my wife in the background's been going, what are you doing, what are you playing the game for? You love it, you're not too long. But you know, when when you spent, you know, from what I must have been 12, 13 years old, all the way into 16. So 4 years, upwards of my life, if not a bit longer. Probably a bit more, to be fair. Maybe I was. Oh, I'm trying to work out. I'm trying to rack in my brain what age I was. Maybe I was 13, and maybe I did it until at least 17 playing there. But yeah, basically a long time. That mixed with other games as well, like World of Warcraft, Counter Strike as well. You know, what we're after a hooking cat, iron bracelet they're dropping there, so it's not too bad. Let's quickly rock and roll down here. So what we after? One last hooking cat. That's all we're after. So we're almost done. Where's the hooking cat? Where's the hooking cat? I'm gonna avoid that chestnut there, as we're doing pretty good. Is this what we're after? Is this the last bit? There we go. Hooking cat. Whack that. Look at that. There we go. And if you press B, left click, you can auto run to the village as well. So just click your spot and then that'll run as well. So as you can see, we've got good amount of gold. Pots are all sorted. Level 10, quarter way through already. Quest's about to get handed in. We're pretty beastly kitted as well. I think next level we get the medium armor. Is it level 11? I think it is. So, and this is all, it's just hit the half an hour mark. So in half an hour, you can get yourself to level 10, have a little bit of cash to get yourself going. You can get your gear from the shop. If you didn't get your gear from the shop, I would probably just recommend killing scarecrows, because scarecrows don't hit you at the lower levels. They do no damage. And then what you can do is you can get a lot of the starting items from scarecrows as well. Build up your kit. But if you've seen my other playthroughs as well, you know, it gives you a good idea of what drops as well. To get a mix of that, click this guy, click quest, get that accepted, get that finished. And then it says on here that we need to do the Walk of Shame. No, we don't. We're going to teleport to Serpent Valley, get that handed in. Quest accepted, all done and dusted. The next one, we're going to get ourselves our first upgrade box, which will give us some gems towards building up that gem. And that is the warrior playthrough done. Not bad at all. Just over the half an hour mark. We're kitted, we're beasted up. And that's it. So as I said, all the information, if you want to get involved on the server itself, will be in the description. Follow along the way I've played it as well. Please leave us a comment in the description. Let us know how you got into Mer. Any questions at all, also head over to the Discord. Amazing community as well, and they'll help you get started. Don't forget to hit that like button. Thank you very much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys on the next video.